If I have a 5 sitting next to a 1, that's 51. That's not 5 times 1. You with me?
Yeah.
So it's like 50 plus 1. So numbers don't really act the same way as mixtures of numbers and letters. So, but I still agree with you. This is I wish we would have been around back in the day when they were like 1 3/4. We would have said, no, that looks like multiplication. Can't we do something better? And we could have come up with some different notation. Are you with me? This is one of the most evil notations because it looks like multiplication. Because exactly like you said, we drill it in your head that sitting next to each other means times. But that does not mean times. It can't. 1 3/4 is bigger than 1. You with me? 1 and 3/4. That's bigger than 1. But what's 1 times 3/4?
34.
And that's smaller than 1. How can they be the same damn thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that be 4, 7? Be 7?
7/4.
7/4?
Yeah, if it was 1 3/4, it'd be
So
7/4.
you just add the 4 and then add 3 is 7. So it's
Multiply the 4 by 1 and add the 3.
3, 7.
Exactly. And then the last two here. I just want to make sure you guys remember that you got to be careful. 5 over 5 times 6. The 5s cancel, but the answer is not 6.
1.
Good, because 5 divided by 5, that's the 1. See how the 1 only shows up when there's actually no other number left? That's the only time we need the 1 to show up. Just,
How you get the 1?
what's 5 divided by 5?
1.
Bam.
Bang. Right? 5 divided by 5 is 1. And what else is left? Over 6. See the
Not
6
just
on the bottom?
6.
Yeah, because, tell me this, 5 divided by 30.
6.
Is
5
that,
times 6 is 30.
I got you. That's 30 divided by 5. 5 divided by 30 must be a very small number. Because I think 5 divided by 30, that's going to be very small. Right? If it was 30 over 5, it'd be 6. 5 over 30 is 1/6. That's actually a good way to do it. What's 49 divided by 7?
7.
7. So what's 7 over 49?
1/7.
1/7. Because it's been flipped.
Mr. Jeff.
Just a second. One last thing. Sorry.
I don't understand that.
Watch this. 30 divided by 5 is
6.
6 over 1. Because what's 30 divided by 5?
6.
And what's 5 divided by 5? 1.
1.
Good. And what's 6 divided by 1?
6, 1.
So I love the look on your face. The look on your face is saying, well, it's probably saying, I can't see what the hell you're doing, John. But also it could be saying, why the hell are you writing that 1 there? Because 30 divided by 5 is 6 over 1. What's 5 divided by 30? It must be 1 over 6. Just flip it over.
Might be 1/2.
No. 5 isn't half of 30. 5 is 1/6 of 30. That's another way to look at it. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is a couple examples like this. And it's really just taking that last thing we talked about and expanding it. What I really hate about all that is my camera wasn't on. So if you guys in the front row, thank you for that. If you can,
Go to sleep.
that's the quick commentary on my teaching. Actually, when I first started working here, you have to go through 4 years of every fall. Your dean and one of your colleagues would come into the room and evaluate you, right? And still, every 3 years, I get somebody come in and evaluate me. So my colleague, Bob Chow, used to work here. He's retired now, but he came in and he sat back in the back, and I'm teaching. And I look over, and he's like, and the students are all looking up. He gets up and he gives me a little note, and I'm like, oh shit, what is this? What does this mean? Am I going to get fired? And he's like, you're so freaking boring. But I was like, damn, he went to sleep. Shit. All right. That wasn't a good feeling. Oh, good. So, if I have this idea here, where I have something like, let me do something more, just gonna say, 56 over 40, no, let's do, what do you got, Jeff? Let's just do
multiplication you do?
That looks good. I like that. 56 over 96. Yes, sir.
That'd be 1. That'd be 1. The
No, be careful. 56 divided by 56 would be 1, right?
yeah.
56 divided by 96 is less than 1. Because you're dividing by a number bigger than what I got, right? But how can I reduce this? What goes in the both?
8.
8? How many times does 8 go into 96?
12.
Good? So you got 12 times 8. And 8 goes into 56? 7. I like it. So then what happens?
7 or
Good, because the 8's one on the top, one on the bottom. So you're left with that. So now I can extend that same damn idea. The next section in the book after the one that introduces this talks about multiplying fractions. And now I've just got, I got something like 4 ninths times 27 over 40. What do you got, Jeff? 44? Oh, yeah. And this is where, how much stuff is on the top? Exactly what's on the top? 4 and
22.
27, right? And what's on the bottom?
9.
9 and 44. So any common stuff that's on any top and any bottom, they can cancel. You guys got it with me?
So you crossed out one of the 4s in the top.
Yeah. 44 is, 4 divided by 4 is 1. 44 divided by 4 is 11. So what we just did was we rewrote that as 4 times 11. And the 4 is canceled. You with me? So you can always, if you need to, you can kind of break it up like this. But I really want to get you guys to the point where you just think 4 goes into that once, 4 goes into that 11. Because that would be 1 11ths, right? Yes, sir.
So it'd be 11. 44 times 11 equals 44.
4 times 11 is 44. So
Yeah.
we're kind of doing that reverse. We're breaking the number down. We're reducing it. What goes into both of these?
3.
9.
9. Doesn't 9 go into 27? So divided by 9 is 1. Divided by 9 is 3. So what do you have on the top?
1 times
3.
Which is?
3.
And what do you have on the bottom?
1 of 11.
There, see. So it's not much more difficult than that. It's just got more numbers to look at, but you just kill everybody you can. It's very violent, yeah.
Just take the 3 and 11. So you got 3.
Yeah, those are the only things that were left alive. 9 divided by 9 was 1. 27 divided by 9 was 3. So that's the only dude left alive on top. That's the only dude left alive on the bottom. Right? I watch way too much Walking Dead. Especially after you got it out of Dan Farm. Alright. Let you guys try some here. Try these two. What is it, Jeff? I don't know. Let's do Alex Gross. Good.
Like, what if we don't have this number, like, we can divide it by the whole number? Can we divide it by a number smaller than this one? Like, if
Yes, you
39
can
doesn't
divide,
go by 13.
just like we did here, neither one of these went into the other one. So I can divide part of it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, I mean, like, in this, because, like, we will have something, so can we have the top is smaller than one, or bigger one? Like,
I'm not sure.
If this, how can I say it? Like, if there is 5 between 75 and 25, let's say, or it's not 75, but like 5 is between them is like the only one that we can
Yes.
get it.
Okay.
Can we divide it by and get 5 alone?
You can divide it by 5 and get whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's
Is
the
that
idea.
okay?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. If I understand what you're asking.
Yeah, like, let's say if it is 80, it's not 75.
It's 80. Okay.
So like between 25 and 80 is 5, right?
5, yeah.
So like we'll get 5 on top and
Yeah, you get 5 there.
and 80 to 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, of course. Of course it's okay. Yeah, that's exactly, whatever will go into both is what you do. Yes, sir.
Can you add like 12 times like 4, 6?
You want to break them up. You want to break each number into parts.
Like,
Let me show you.
I only times it. I don't divide it.
We have to divide it though, that's the idea. I want to cancel things out using division. Oh, it depends on what the question asks. That's a good point though. So in general, if I don't say on a test, you can do either one. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. So what happens up here?
5.
No, by 25 we get 1.
5 and 25.
All right, let's do that. So 5 goes into 25.
5
times.
5 times. 5 goes into 75.
15.
But do you notice how?
1 and 2.
Do you see what I'm saying? So just like you could do several steps here, you could do steps with this. So you can start with 5. 5 goes into 25 5 times. 5 goes into 75 15 times. You with me? But then 5 goes into 5 once. 3. So you can do multiple steps. It's no problem. Yes, sir.
Not like 3, 15, and 1. Like
Hold on.
1.
We're almost there. So some of you guys realized like a quarter, and this is how many quarters? 3 quarters. So you should be able to divide both by 25. 1 quarter and 3 quarters. So some of you guys might have divided both by 25. We divided it by 5 and then by 5 again. So overall, we divided it by 25 also. We just didn't do it in one step. No problem with that. What about between these guys? 6. And notice this. Look at this.
4, 3.
So you can either do it this way, or you can do it this way. So 42, you could say, is 6 times 7. And 6 goes into 12 twice. Are we cool with that? Do you guys see that?
Question.
Yes, sir.
When we're doing our homework, do you want us to write it out like how you did the 6 times 7 on the bottom? Or
Show me something.
I mean, obviously, if it's a harder one, we're going to have to write it out so I don't lose track of
Yeah, but if you just had like, if you just have this,
Yeah.
you're fine. Yeah. Yes.
But that's like 3, 2, and 12. Like it's 12 on the bottom, 3 will be in the remainder, and then 2 right there.
No, you gotta be careful. Between these two, I can divide. What can I divide 12 and 42 by? I can divide them both by something even bigger. I can divide them both by 6. What's 12 divided by 6?
42.
2.
2.
What's 42 divided by 6?
1.
42 divided by 6? 7. So that's all I'm doing is I'm dividing the top and the bottom by the same
Don't
thing.
times it.
Definitely not. Because one is on the top and one is on the bottom. And what's that bar in the middle mean?
Divide it.
Divide it. That's why we're doing division. We're trying to reduce these numbers by dividing the common stuff. So what do we end up with?
1 over
2.
1 times 2?
2.
7 times 3?
21.
And did we forget anything? Is there anything that goes into both of those? No. 2 and 21, there's nothing common, so we're done. Yes, sir?
I don't get it.
Okay. So you can come see me.
You
Now
can't-
watch. Let's do this one. Watch. You ready?
Okay.
So you look up and down first, if you need to, or you just see whatever comes at you first. It's got to be on the top and the other one on the bottom so that you can cancel.
That'd be 6. That'd be 7 times 6 is 56.
7 times
8.
8. So 7 divided by 7 is
8.
1.
1.
56 divided by 7 is
8.
8. And let me really show you, just in case there's somebody out there not saying anything. 56 I can rewrite as 8 times 7. Right? So then the 7s do cancel. Is that cool? That's all we're doing. And what happens with these two?
You can divide it by 30.
Yeah, 39 times.
3.
So the 13s cancel. So who's left alive?
1.
1,
Eight.
then a 3.
Good. 8 thirds. And somebody pointed out, if I said leave your answers in mixed numbers, what would that be as a mixed number?
Improper fraction.
That is an improper fraction. So what is it as a mixed number?
1 and
Careful. 3 goes into 8 twice with
2/3.
2 left over. I like it. So it just depends on what I ask. If I don't ask for it either way, you give it to me either way. Right? Both ways are fine. But
What do you call it again if you ask for it?
so this is an improper fraction,
Right. So the bigger one.
and this is a mixed number. Just because it's got a whole part and a fraction part. It's mixed.
Are they call it proper on both?
Proper fraction is just one where the top is smaller than the bottom. Improper is where the top is at least as big as the bottom. So this is proper, this is proper, this is improper. This is improper. Right?
Okay.
You don't invite these over for dinner? No, that's bad. I have to retract that one. So these are proper, and these are improper. So you guys are like, that was humorous. Sorry. Yes.
But how you get the 2 and a 3, 2 thirds?
Because how much? 3 goes into 8 how many times?
1.
No. 3 goes into 8 twice, right? 2 times 3 is?
6. It's 2.
So 2 and
1.
2 thirds, right? The remainder is 2, right? You know this. I know you know it.
I know it. I know,
You know
it,
it.
but my
Don't. You're just trying to think of too much at once. Okay. Oh, cool. So that's basically where I wanted to be. So just to let you know where we are, we're about halfway through section 4.3. And I'm thinking that's enough for tonight. So go rest your brain. See you guys next week.
Homework should be forward.
Everybody got their quiz back?
You know how I remember doing it? Yeah. Instead of like a little dot in there, you just make the time symbol, and you remember you got a times whatever that is, come up with that, and you got a times whatever it is, and you got to reduce it down. Remember those times? 100? You know what I mean?
Well, that's what people turn in. You need your... Oh, no, it's your...
Do I get 100?
Yeah.
It's like
silly.
the dots
You got it?
Yeah, do I need to correct it? I didn't do it.
You should, or else you don't get your points.
Okay. I thought like...
So put the right answer, box it off, and give it to me. Okay. Yeah.